Welcome again. Welcome again. Let me know what the connection is like. Let me know what the connection is like. I changed the amount of days as far as who can chat, who has subscribed to assist with minimizing that negativity up in here. Let me know what we doing, beloved. I'm wondering if we should go over to IG, if anything. Just let me know what the connection is like. But I'm going to continue until I receive a message as far as like what's going on. We have at the bottom of the deck here, the Tower, sudden change, especially in the department of love. I feel like this is a revelation that comes to you about what you see love to be. What does it mean to you? And in doing so, it takes you down memory lane of partnerships that didn't work out as far as that partnership to continue, but it certainly helped to build you up character-wise. See? Because everyone that you decided to partner up with resonated with the part of you within. Okay? So if there's something you want in your physical life, the only way, one of the ways in terms of, well, the first I would say the Most High giving you exactly what you're asking for if it's something that you're supposed to have. If not, rejection is your protection. Under that now you have, if it's something that is being blocked from you, that is on your path, like you may have received messages that this is something for you, but you can't quite figure out what's going on as to why it's not moving forward. There could be a part of you within that you are rejecting within yourself. That is the key to opening this door for it to move forward. Okay? So I feel like this is what this Ten of Swords is saying here in connection to the Tower card. And then we got the Six of Wands here. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. And what's raining down on these Six of Wands is coming from the rainbow, which is connected to the Ten of Cups. So this Ten of Cups, as it states here, as we just finished looking at, very powerful energy, okay? When it comes to the light or colors that radiate outward from you, almost as if you're shining. Experience sensation like this with an open and joyful heart. More so being in connection to your heart, because for me, the heart doesn't open or close. You can either be connected or disconnected. It's asking you to, it's telling you here, advising you to not doubt the power of this radiating energy, where the Ten of Cups speaks of overflowing with positivity. Your goals are being realized, y'all. the excitement that you feel, even for those of you who don't feel that, you could be absorbing more of what could be blocking you from that rather than what's moving you closer towards it. Because as you're in a position to realize your goal, you are becoming much more magnetic because you're pulling things towards you. Okay, so when you're in this space of manifestation, attracting what you desire, you have to be focused on what that is and distance yourself from what is not in alignment to that. Okay. If you are to come back to whatever it is that you disconnected from 555, so be it. But in that disconnection, you'll be able to see if it's something that, is supposed to be around you or with you or part of you. Then we have the Mother of Cups, looking at the Two of Cups. A lot of Cancerian energy here. There is a Venus Cazimi happening where it's it's the energy of an epiphany with Cazimis. It's like this quick realization, like, oh shit. It's giving me that soul raven. Ravens could be significant. That raven moment where she sees everything and comes back to where she's at right now. And this could be in connection to something around this time of year, 2014. It may have even come up at the beginning of the year while Venus was retrograde. Okay. So it could be the person or the energy that attracted you to that being. This could be a part of you that is going through a breakdown for you to have a breakthrough. Okay. Now, the Mother of Cups is insightful and psychic. The Mother of Cups rivals the High Priestess with her natural psychic abilities. She's a gentle, tranquil woman whose insight brings healing to those around her. She thrives when, amidst her family, the arts and music, or beauty of any kind. Like a true swan, when the Mother of Cups is pushed, she becomes aggressive and defensive. She'll commonly see herself as the victim when distressed in a situation. Okay? So what I'm also getting from this, not just the feminine energy, but I feel like some of you feminines are connecting to a masculine who is insightful and has psychic abilities as well, and who could easily become aggressive or defensive when in distressed situations. And as I was mentioning to y'all in the last live, Mercury goes retrograde on the 30th, which can bring up this type of frequency and, in your surroundings. So just being mindful, that that's going on so that way you don't take on the blame as to why something is occurring. But now being able to come up with a solution as the shadow will be illuminated, which was the message that we had earlier today. So definitely check out that live if you haven't. Let's go to the Two of Cups, which speaks of connection, love, and romance. It says, say hello to much adored Two of Cups, which is also connected to Venus and Cancer. Core values, emotional security when it comes to your feelings. So this is basically being on top of what it is that you have to do to bring in those resources that allows you to be stable within your finances, because some of you, your emotional security depends on your material world. Everyone has their own particular role out here. So when this card appears, you can anticipate new love to be heading your way. And yes, this usually means romance, but sometimes it points to the birth of a dear and lasting partnership with a soul tribe. Either way, the connection between you will be pure, honest and solid. Reconnect with your heart and get ready. This is what I'm telling you. Focus on matters of love, because there's a very high rate of what isn't flowing around due to the bliss of ignorance, where there really isn't any bliss in ignoring something, because to ignore something is to see it for what it is, but act like you're not seeing it. Now, that can be different for, depending on the circumstance. But let's not confuse why that could be different, because I feel like when you handle something, you're not ignoring it. You've addressed it and moved on. To say you ignore it means that it's right in front of you, but you're choosing to be at a point of indecision, which is similar to this 10 of Swords card, which speaks of possibly being, I would say, being addicted to the drama. Sometimes that can put you at a standstill where you may not even realize that this shit is going on until you decide to go and do the shadow work. And once you do, you start to see all this love around you, starting with yourself. So that was the pre-shuffle before I decided to come live here, because I was going to record it. But let's see what else is coming through. Mama Universe, Papa Universe, thank you. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels that guide and protect me, gods and goddesses that flow through me, ask me for the collective to use our mind's eye to see. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Beloved source, thank you. And now there's a lot of 10. There's a lot of completions coming in here. Now we got the 10 of Wands. Now the 10 of Wands is Saturn. It's connected to Saturn and Sag. Some of you entered this path of self-knowledge because of traumatic experiences or the wounding that you've experienced when it came to love. Love brought you into this space. The lack of it, but thinking that you were in a loving situation, brought you into this space to be viewing this message at this time. For your own personal growth and development. Ace of Wands energy. After the 10 of Wands is the Ace of Wands. Okay. Let's see what else this is speaking of. I'm telling you, all these 10s is popping out here. Shorty, you a teen. The 10 of Pentacles. The moment you recenter yourself, look at that, the Mother of Wands. See all those eggs in there? Give me a second, y'all. This rebirth that's happening for you to experience this divine unconditional love is no joke right now. There's major clearing that's happening of the root and sacral and solar plexus, which is beautiful to see because this speaks of understanding. Most times you over-explain yourself to another to see or feel what you feel in your heart space. But that understanding is for you. What stands under the heart is the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the root chakra. That's what understanding is. The clearing of blockages of those three and the realignment of those three. So when the process of you reconnecting to your heart, that's what's happening. There's a decluttering or an unblocking, reactivation of the root, sacral, and solar plexus. Because look at this all this shadow energy that you have been experiencing when it comes to these challenges. And it's through those challenges that it began to open up those chakras. This is how you know you on this planet, Earth, Gaia, because of duality. You're now hearing how Source guides you through situations to get you to balance it out and become whole. Ashe. And when you do, okay, give me 1 second. So, the moment that you allow yourself to go through this process is when the rebirth begins. I just I literally just posted that on Twitter. The best example you would ever have of self-sabotage is stating or calling out something to be a cliche, but it never clicked. A lot of cliches get thrown around out there like it's nothing. It's beautiful if you're prepared to, take on, even if it didn't click yet, but take on those experiences that would make it click. That's this 10 of Wands right here. Y'all see how this looks? Stepping into the galactic center. Mother of Wands, welcome, my loves. See? There's 5 eggs here. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the Sun, and Mercury. Something about those planets for you at this time. Your Jupiter finger, your index finger, sits in between Mars and Saturn. When it talks about where you're going next, is the integration of who you are based on the lessons you've encountered. I'm telling you, y'all, the Empress. And the look at these 3: Mother of Wands, High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands right here. See all this? That's some strong divine feminine energy. It's like you choose to go through the hardest lessons. That's the truth. Look at that, Ace of Swords. You chose that path. You remember that you chose it. The moment you remember, you met my ass. To go through the transformation. And what's peeping under here, if I'm not mistaken, this would be, let's see, the Ace of Cups with the Lover's card right up under there. He came here to bring love onto this planet, man. Why do you think they emphasize so much about wars and competition and all these other, listen. And it has judgment. These cards is going in. This is why something told me to choose this deck at this time. You see this? Do you see this? Look at all these tens. You'll be able to make judgment, answer the call when you decide to take this road. It's not an easy road. And there's the, these cards is doing a lot right now. They're just speaking through the shuffle. They're speaking through the shuffle. There's a lot of energy coming in through things being, there's a lot being shuffled around right now for y'all, yo. Look at that. You got the Emperor right here. You see that eclipse, right? The Fool card and the Hangman. Clarity from the mental imprisonment. Some of you could be going through these weird ass sensations when it comes to your eyes, or just this area here. Some of you may also need a not that you may need it, but you could look into spinal adjustments. Some of you better start planking. The messages today are no joking and sing all day. Ashe, yes. That judgment is black and white, no in between. Yep, no in between. That's the perfect example of trying is an insult to doing. It's either you're going to do it or you're not. You're either going to answer the call or you're not. You can't be in between. You cannot be in between. Look at this. The Two of Wands. And is this the World card? Yep, the World card. And under the Two of Wands, you have the Devil. Under the World card, you have the Four of Cups. A completion of the cycle of these rats. Oh, look at the Hierophant. You've been given the key. Some of you could have been seeing a lot of crows lately. I know I sure did see one, but it wasn't making any noise. It wasn't, calling out. But the way I saw it today, it was almost as if it was waiting for me to see it until I got to that part of the road to cross the street. I'm going hard weightlifting. That's how I started to look at it. Yep. And the more you continue to lift, you're going to see the connection to exercising and your spiritual journey and how you actually quantum leap when you actually use the body. Because the more you strengthen your body, and as your spirit is getting to a higher level, your vessel has to be able to withstand that. Shade. So let's see. I'm out. Justice at the bottom of the deck. You see the black and white, right? And then the Son of Cups. The base of the heart chakra is about to be out of this world. That's a strong vibration right now, yo. Yep, that's all you do. Said my eyes have been doing some strange things lately. But I didn't get startled. I sit and observe what's happening. Yes. and ask that part of your body to show you what you wanted, what it wants you to see. You may see something on your feed, a post on IG. The moment you ask that question, set your alarm clock for 4 o'clock and meditate. 4 a.m. and meditate. You'll get your answer. Real shit. Look at this here. Look at this here. Temperance. Oof. This temperance card is right under this here 4 of Cups. Is that 4 of Cups? Yeah. So there is this I feel like there's an angelic being around the collective to calm down the overuse of the fire element. It's a lot of fire. So, an example of that, you can find yourself constantly burping. Start over. I got you, love. I put that as my alarm clock to that and the fact that I've been waking up to. Then we got the Mother of Swords here. Mother of Swords is right under the Justice card. Black and white cats. I feel like there's also something happening within a dream state where you're seeing the battle of the energies of your past partnerships or them physically. And it's given me the image of ghosts when Willie was taken. Does that mean candles? It could. I mean, in what sense though? Let me see what this Hierophant card is talking about. Yeah. Decisions and karma is the Justice card. Because it opened up to that, I'm gonna go right into it. Whales. With tails entwined, two cats look directly at you, waiting for you to choose between them. Which is right and which is wrong? More so like cause and effect. I feel like that's the message I'm getting from this, is to get to the point of cause and effect. You already know how I roll there. It implies a weight or heaviness surrounding a choice you have to make. Now is the time to shun the concept of divine balance or karma. All of your choices affect your life and sometimes the lives of those around you, both now and in the future. And the Hierophant went right to it. This is speaking of a mentor and seeking knowledge. In its simplest form, the Hierophant represents a mentor or teacher. This card signifies a hunger for knowledge, whether it is in the practical or the spiritual realm. You've come as far as you can on your own. Now is the time to deepen your practice. Don't hesitate. Join a class, go to a workshop. Don't be afraid of new experiences. A new ceremony or ritual may prove to be both comforting and rewarding. Reconnect with your heart, and your teacher will soon appear. So, this is you've completed one initiation, now you're stepping into another. And this could be going from the Queen of Cups to the High Priestess, or the Hierophant. King of Cups to the Hierophant. Bro, I'm gonna pull some of my cards here. The Justice card here is 8. The Justice card in this deck is number 8. 8, room number 8. Well, I have it as 8, which speaks of fertility, new beginning, the God hero, completion of the initiation, y'all. New life, joyful liberation, a new way, strength to reach completion. One must fertilize the soil for one's own liberation. This is continuing from the last message. This is basically once you focus on the solution. Your higher selves is around you, guiding this whole thing anyway. 10-9 is significant. You're going to be moving quickly through this. Because when I thought of 10-9, I thought of 100 times, 100 meters. A female, a woman running 10-9, fast as shit. That's Olympic times. And the Olympics got 5 circles to it, right? We were just talking about 5 fingers. So there's an integration from the challenges you've experienced to become a warrior. Rhythmic. You could be a rhythmic energy moon tone when it comes to galactic signatures. There's going to be this energetic burst that you're aligning with right now. So if you start to hear a crow, right, and you can hear it clearly, count each fragment of the call, like write those numbers down and see what the angel number is telling you. That's one way to 1010. That's one way to get the messages from them. And the fact that the Hierophant comes out here with the crow, they are monogamous. They are monogamous. Like they, so much so, if I'm not mistaken, they're around their mate for 2 years before they actually make it official. Like I'm talking about people, but they people to me. They my peoples. So we have Odin coming out here. Phoenix from the ashes as it rises from fate, the blank room. The surrender of control, the spiritual warrior. Trusting that the universe will make self-change in your ongoing life. Trusting the universe every step of the way. Empty is the end, empty is the beginning. And that brings me to another download that I received as far as not using the word friends and using more of a soul tribe. It makes it, this is just an example I'm giving y'all. It makes it easier for me to connect with a soul tribe because I can see where I'm connecting to other beings who are spiritual. This is a Sag talking to you right now. This could be a Sag that you're connected to as well. In saying that I'm connecting to a soul tribe is showing me who responds to that, which also shows me the path that they're on. You know, some may be on different parts of the path. However, it's going towards a direction to include the whole, right? As far as friends, when it comes to what I'm expressing now and what I see, as you already heard me break that down, FRI, Friday. Friday's connected to Venus. The last 3 letters of that word friend is end. So there's an end in core, there's an end in beliefs. And what's closely connected to belief systems is usually religions, where religions will be, instead of the whole hand, is just one of the fingers. But when you step into the spiritual aspect of life, it guides you or it leads you to study it all. to get a clearer understanding of yourself. So that way now you can understand yourself even further. See what I'm saying? So you could be here as a white wind, which is the zone of the high priestess. This is the core family when we're speaking of galactic signatures. You could either be the white wind, which is the zone of the high priestess, the blue hand, the zone of the avatar, yellow human, the zone of the sage, or red earth, the zone of the navigator. If that's you, even if it's not, you're being asked to surrender. Deliver all that is out of your control to the Most High, because it's time for you to shift and you got to be ready to. Ooh, you're part of the lineage of Solomon. This is definitely for those of you who know that too. And this is why you would choose the most challenging path to be able to capture all of those demons. 825 could be significant, which is Regulus energy. Royal Star Regulus, 825. Let's look at these numbers right quick. We're not going to be here long. The message that had to come out has already come out with these cards right here that we were just talking about. We're not going to drag these messages until we get into our major 3-hour storytelling. Right now, I feel like it's giving me a vibe of like, all right, when y'all leave this live, y'all go back into 3D, 4D. This is a moment to experience beyond the 9th dimension. Fuck that. Okay? So, lighten that load. You're being asked to lighten that load. And for some of you, lightening the load, 717, that's the third time I saw that today. Lighting up the load that you're carrying could be becoming more organized when it comes to certain things that you're procrastinating on, because you could be procrastinating because you haven't organized it or put a plan together for the day. I feel like this is a habit you'll be creating, but at least for this moment, if you find yourself like, stuck and knowing you got a lot to do, but it's not getting there, just organize yourself. Write out what you want to do for that day. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at 825. 825. Wow. You can look it up in Gematria. The first result for 825, the rise of the phoenix. Cinderella fantasy is also here. Return of the gods. End of story. Wow. 110. You could be a kin number 110. I'm not mistaken, because there's some I remember. White rhythmic dog. That's 110. 110. Kin 110. Christ is a state of mind. Listen, y'all. Stay focused on what you want. Connect yourself to more love. Because let me see, that's 10 days away. We not gonna focus on the inflamed situations that's more than likely going to occur during Mars retrograde. You now know what that is, which is happening as of the 30th of October into next year. So use that energy to help you to clear out the clutter. And it's going to be a smoother process for you the more work you do on yourself. That self-love, radiating that love, and wherever it is that that love is being blocked and not accepted, there is no reason for you to be wasting your energy on that any longer. Okay, so I love y'all. That's your message. I will see y'all. Yep, I'm more than likely be here. Just hit that notification bell so you know when I do go live. I love you, love you, love you.